What if the best years of life aren't ahead of you? Because you're quietly losing the three things that makes them possible. Not money, not health, not time. Three things most men over 50 don't even realize are slipping away until it's too late to reach for them. And here's the truth. Once you know what they are, reclaiming them is simpler than you think. I've spent years watching men in their 50s, 60s, and beyond hit a wall they can't name. They're not depressed, they're not broken, but something is off. They still go to work, they still show up for their families, but the fire, that sense of direction, the feeling that they matter, not for what they provide, but for who they are. And most of them suffer in silence because no one ever told them that this was coming. I want to change that. Right now, in the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through three things men over 50 are losing every day and exactly how to reclaim each one. If these three things sound familiar, stay with me. The third one is the one that no one talks about. The first thing you're losing is your identity, not your name, not your job title, but the answer to the question, who am I now? For 30, 40 years, you knew exactly who you were. You were the provider, the fixer, the guy people called when things went wrong. You had momentum, you had a role. And then, slowly, almost invisibly, that role started shrinking. The kids grew up and stopped needing you the same way. The career either plateaued or ended. The body you relied on started sending you notes, and suddenly you look in the mirror and think, is this it? Is this what's left? That isn't weakness, that's a loss of identity. And here's what no one tells you. Identity in your 50s and beyond isn't something you find, it's something you build from scratch. The men who thrive after 50 are the ones who stop asking, who was I? And start asking, what do I want to become starting today? Reclaiming it starts with one question. What mattered to me before the world told me what it should matter? Before the job, before the mortgage, before the expectations, what lit you up? Reclaiming your identity isn't becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you were before life got loud. The second thing you're losing is connection to other people and to yourself. This one is dangerous because it happens so quietly, you don't even notice it until you're already isolated. Think about your friendships right now, not your contacts, not your Facebook friends. I mean the men you can call at 2 a.m. if something goes wrong. How many do you have? For most men over 50, that number is shockingly low. Sometimes it's zero. Here's why men are not taught to maintain friendships. We were taught to be self-sufficient, to handle things, not to burden anyone. So we drift, we lose touch, we tell ourselves a lie, I don't need anyone. But here's the truth. Loneliness in men over 50 is damaging to your health, causing sickness and potentially disease. The other connection you're losing is the one with yourself. When was the last time you sat in silence? No phone, no TV, no distraction, and just checked in. Most men over 50 haven't done that in years, maybe decades, because slowing down feels like weakness. Constant motion feels like progress. But constant motion isn't the same as progress. Sometimes slowing down is the only way to catch up to yourself. Reclaiming connection takes courage. It starts with one text, one call, one invitation to coffee. And it starts with 5 minutes of silence a day. No agenda, no input, just you and whatever comes up. That's not weakness, that's connecting. The third thing you're losing is the one that nobody talks about. It's your sense of purpose. Not your goals, not your to-do list, your purpose. The reason why you wake up in the morning that has nothing to do with a paycheck. For decades, purpose was handed to you. Provide for the family, build the career, pay the mortgage. Those were worthy purposes. But what happens when those purposes are achieved or drift away? Here's what I've learned. Purpose after 50 is fundamentally different from purpose before 50. Purpose before 50 is about building a career, building a family, building security. Purpose after 50 is contributing, passing on what you know, mentoring someone younger, creating something that outlasts you, being fully present for the people that matter. And the men that get this right, the ones that you see in their 60s and 70s with a spark in their eyes, they stopped asking, what can I get? And started asking, what can I give? Not through money, not through status, not through having all the answers. Through the people they love, the lives they touch, and moments they're fully present for. Reclaiming purpose starts with one question: who needs what I can offer? Not what anyone can offer, what you can offer with your specific experience, your specific scars, and your specific story. That's your purpose, and it doesn't expire. Here's what I would like you to take from this. You're not losing these things because you failed. You're losing them because no one told you to hold on to them. No one told you your identity needs to be rebuilt. No one told you your connection requires maintenance. No one told you your purpose shifts from building to contributing, but now you know. And here's what I would like you to do today, not next week, not when you feel ready. Pick one of these things: identity, connection, purpose, and take one small step toward reclaiming it. One question answered, one text sent, one moment of silence. That's the beginning. Because the truth is, midlife isn't about what you lost. It's about what you're willing to reach for, and it's never too late to reach. If this hit home for you, I'd appreciate a like and a subscribe. I'm building this channel for men like us, men who are ready to stop drifting and start living with inspiration and intention. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.